Let's get started. So in this video, we will talk about user management in Office 365. We have already logged into our admin portal, and for basic task, we can perform it from here under user management, which is under dashboard view. However, we have users from the left side. Once we click on it, we can visit active users. We have other options like contacts, guest users, deleted users. So under active users, we have add a user, user template, add multiple users, multi-factor authentication, and delete a user. So if you want to add a single user, we can perform it by clicking on this add a user. Let me fill the information. I have filled the details for user 1 and selected the domain, which is techsutra.org. However, if you want to change the domain name, we can change it from here. So I'll leave the default one. I wanted to create the password, so I have created it, and I do not want the user to change their password when they logged in very first time. So once the detail is filled, we can click on next, select the location, assign the license. If you want to create a user without a license, we can also perform that task using this. So create user without product license. In a few case scenario, we have to create a user without a license and we assign license sometime later. So in that case, we can perform the task from here. So as of now, I'm assigning the license. Then next, if you want to assign the admin role, we can perform it here. I'll leave it user account, no admin access, and next. We can confirm all the details here, then finish adding. It will take a moment and it will add the user. So the user is added. We can close this. Once we refresh the page, we'll have a new user. I think it's taking a moment. Let me refresh it. Yeah. So we have user 1 that we have created. Next, we have user templates. So we can also create user template if we have certain task which we want to repeat. Like if we have a specific license and we want to assign those license to a specific group of people. So suppose if we have a multiple license for the organization, and for a group of people we want to assign a specific license, and for other group of people we want to assign a different license. It can be similar for admin roles. So we create user template and we create user according to those templates. So when we create users, so we use the user template while creating the user. Next, we have add multiple users, which we can perform it from here by clicking here. We can fill this information and click on next. We can also perform this task by using CSV template by scrolling this down and clicking here. Scroll this down and download a blank CSV file with required headers. So we simply download this. Let me open and fill this form. And then next. As if now I'm not assigning license. Don't assign license. Let's click on next. Add users. So if you see, we have added 3 users by using add multiple user. Let's refresh this. Might take a moment. So we already have the user list, which we have performed using add multiple users. Then we have multi-factor authentication. So we can enable multi-factor authentication for these users by clicking on this. It redirected us to a place where we can enable MFA for the users. And we can enable it for a single user by selecting one and enable MFA, or we can perform it for multiple user in one go. Enable MFA. Let's go back to the previous portal. We have already created a user, and next we have delete a user. So by any chance, if a user has left the organization and we do not want that user, so in that case we can delete the user. Suppose I do not need this user, so I'll be deleting this user. Delete user. Close. So the user has been deleted. So now we do not have user 4. We can check that under deleted user. If we go here, we have deleted user. So deleted user stays there for 30 days, and after 30 days it is permanently deleted. As of now, let's go back to active user section. So by selecting user, we can reset the password and we can manage product license from here. Then we have next contacts. We can add contacts here, whether we can add single contact or we can add multiple contacts. We can also export contacts. If we have a list of contacts here, we can export that. Then next we have guest users. Guest users are users outside of the organization. If we are collaborating with someone else, and if we have other person who is in different organization, and if we want to give certain access within our organization, it can be Teams chat, it can be SharePoint file which we want to share and collaborate with other user. Similarly, we have contacts, which is specifically related to email. If we add any contact here, this will replicate in user's Outlook, and from there they can send email directly selecting that contact. Contacts are also outside of the organization. It can be any personal email or any work email which is not part of the current organization. We have performed user management tasks within Office 365 admin portal. However, we have other options as well. The same task can be performed in different ways. We can perform this task within Intra admin portal as well as Intune admin portal. So under Intra admin portal, we can go here under users, all users, and from here we can add new user. So we can create new user and invite external user, which will be guest user. We can download user, we can perform bulk operation, bulk create, bulk invite, and bulk delete. Select per user MFA. Then let's go to Intune admin portal. Under Intune admin portal, here under users, we can create new user, and similar task that we have in Entra ID, we can also perform it from here. Apart from that, we also have the same task that we can perform within PowerShell. So that is for different video groups within Microsoft 365. And click here under group and then active groups. So we have different types of group like Microsoft 365 groups, distribution group, security group. Let's add a group. We can give it a group name, MSC1, test, and next. We can assign owner. Let's add this user as an owner. Add, next, add members. We can add other user as a member. Next, we can add group email. So MSG1. We can make this public or private. Private is basically where users cannot add themselves. So they should be added by whether admin or group owners. However, in public group, it will be visible for whole organization, and within teams, they can search for the group. If you want to assign the role for the group, so for that, it should be a private group. However, I'm creating a public group. So this option is grayed out. Click on next and create a group. So we have created a group, added the members, and this one is the group. Then we have distribution list where we can add users or mail contacts in distribution list, and we can send email distribution list members in one go. Then next we have security groups, which further divided into security group and mail enable security group. So security groups are basically used when we need to perform any specific task. So there are certain services of Microsoft in which you need security group, which has more control when we need a group for a specific task, especially to use permissions or resources. So in that case, we use security group, and this can be with mail or without mail. So without email is regular security group, and with email, it's mail enable security group. So we'll have some example while working with other services of Microsoft. In that case, we'll be using this group. So the group creation is easy. So we can simply click on this, perform the similar task that we have created for other group. We can fill these details, next, and done. Let me close this for now. We can also create mail enable security group by clicking here, filling these information, the similar options that we had used. So we can add owner, we can add members, we can add email address, and if we want external users, if they can send email to this email address, then we simply check this box and next. As if now I did not fill this information, so that's why I don't see create group. We can cancel this for now. Then next we have deleted groups. By any chance, if we have created a group and we do not want that group, so we can delete that group. This will come here, this will come here, and we have 30 days. So within 30 days, if you want to restore, we can select and restore the group. However, after 30 days, it will be deleted permanently. Then next we have shared mailbox, which will cover when we'll be working on Exchange Admin Centers. We can create shared mailbox from Admin Center as well by selecting group, shared mailbox, add shared mailbox. We can give it a name, email address, and save changes. Shared mailbox does not have license as user mailbox. However, it's similar in nature without a license. There are certain limitations that we will be covering while working with Exchange Online. Similar to users, we can also perform group related tasks within Entra portal by going to entra.microsoft.com. Under groups, all groups, we can create new group, download groups, we can delete groups. All the group related tasks that we can perform here under admin portal, we can also perform it in admin center. And let's go to Intune admin center. From here also under groups, we can perform similar tasks. So for same task, we have multiple options to perform. So we can perform it through admin portal as well as enter admin portal as well as Intune admin portal. And apart from that, using PowerShell. Billing section under Microsoft 365 admin center. From left side, we can see billing. Once we click on this will expand all the options available within billing option. So the very first one is your products. Under your products, you can find your product details for the organization. If we want, we can add more products. We can export to CSV. And then we have benefits. So if we have any benefit, suppose we have taken any services from any Microsoft partners and they are giving us any offer, so we can get that benefit here. This could also be any benefit which is from Microsoft, so we can see it here. Then next we have licenses. So under license, we'll see the license available for the organization. We can see the available license. We can see the total number of license, and we can see the license assigned or used. Under license, we have a request. So under request, we can see if we have any request from any user. So any of the user may need any additional license and they can request us. So we can see that request here in this section. Under bills and payments, we can check our invoices. If we want, we can download invoice from here. By clicking on download invoice, we can find more details about our invoice by clicking on this. Then click again. This will give us an idea about the subscription and invoice. So as if now this is trial version and that's why it's not giving any amount due here. We can also download it from here. By clicking download invoice, we can download it from here. We have other details related to our invoice. We can check billing period, billing profile, billing account, and so on. Let's go back. Then under billing and payments, we have payment method. Under payment method, we can add payment method. We can manage this payment method by replacing this or editing details or by deleting it. So deletion would work when we have any other payment method if we have any active subscription. Then we have billing accounts. So under billing accounts, we can check billing account overview, details about the account. Then if we have any proposal from any partners or from Microsoft, or if we are dealing with any third-party service provider who provides Microsoft related services, so we can also check proposal here. So if you see, these are proposals created for your organization by Microsoft representatives. Next, we have payment method. It is similar to the previous one that we have talked in this billing and payment section. We can manage our payment method by replacing, editing, or deleting it. Then we have billing notification. So under billing notification, we can get notification about our invoice and billing related information on our email. We can manage our billing related notification by clicking on this. Then we have contact information where this would be sent, this notification or email will be sent. If we have multiple, we can manage it from here. We can also create or change billing related information by changing billing admins, changing global admin, or we can create new account and assign these two roles so that they can manage billing related queries. Then next we have cost management. Under cost management, we can find product, services, and cost associated with it. So if we have any product, or we can say if we have multiple products available for the organization, this will help us manage our cost for the organization. So for any specific license, if we want to reduce the number of license or if we want to increase certain services, so this will help us manage our cost for the organization. Let's go to your product section and let's explore a few more things that is quite helpful while working with billing. So under your product section, we have add more products. So once we click on this add more products, we'll have a recommended option and we can also click on all products available. This redirected us to a marketplace where Microsoft offers other subscription available for the tenant. We can see by it category or we can also filter it by clicking here. So if you own this, promotion available, trial available, pay as you go available, and price. So we can set any minimum or maximum price that we want and we can filter this. Let's find one license which is E5. Most likely we will have a trial of 1 month. Let's see if we have or not. When we were trying to purchase it through account creation, it was not giving us that options. Let me see if we have here. So we have the option to purchase it. So if we want this with a trial, once we select the plan, this will give us checkout option where we can read all the information about paid subscription. We can verify summary about the subscription and price, and then we can place the order. It also says if you want a refund, there won't be any refund after 7 days. So read this carefully and click on place order. While order gets complete, please subscribe the channel. This says license purchased was complete. Let's close this. Let's see under license if we have that subscription available. Yeah, so we got E5 with no Teams without audio conferencing. So we were successfully able to purchase the subscription and we can assign this to our user. That's it for this video. Please do not forget to subscribe. Keep learning, keep sharing. Thank you.